Corrupt nations. Now we begin a discussion on some of the corrupt nations of the present world. There are independent agencies all across the world that grade countries in accordance with the level of corruption or absence of it. And every now and then, periodically, they grade them. One of the topmost corrupt nations of the world that has been declared by most agencies is Somalia. It's a country located on the eastern coast of Africa. It's a long strip of coastal area, but otherwise its breadth is narrow. This country was torn by civil war and is still not fully administered in a manner that there is peace and quiet and domination of law. So the end result is that the system is not working properly. Corrupt officials tolerate illegal activities in return for bribes. This is one area where it has gone seriously wrong. There are strong officials because there is no proper administration which is looking after the affairs of the country. Those who have got control, they exploit the situation, and whenever there are businesses that would want to earn revenues, they get bribes out of them because of the strength that they enjoy, the muscle, the power of authority that is in their hands. The dysfunctional institutions facilitate an environment of lawlessness. Even if there are institutions, they are hardly functional. They don't play any role. The end result is that people who are powerful, who have the strength to cause harm to others, to threaten others because of their power, because of the weapons that they have, they are able to enjoy the best results in business and in the society. And there is no law that takes care of the excesses that are committed by these people who are violating the law. There is absence of regulatory framework which creates environment of lawlessness. Regulation is what enables to have a level playing ground for all participants. आपको माशरे में अगर कोई ऐसा माहौल फराहम करना है जिसमें बिजनेसमैन इत्मीनान के साथ बिजनेस करें, लोग इत्मीनान, एतमाद, कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ अपने मामलात करें, तो there has to be a rule of law, and there have got to be regulatory authorities who make sure that if there are any violations taking place, they are corrected. And those who are going beyond the line of law, of expectations, they are taken to task. However, because in Somalia, the regulatory framework is completely absent, it creates an environment of lawlessness. Obviously, when people, especially strong people, know that even if they are going to commit crimes, go beyond the expectations of the law, nobody is going to control them, take them to task. They take advantage of the situation. Business is based on patronage network, and tight monopolies dominate the market. That is, people who are relatives of the powerful, they're patronized, and they are given the authority to do business, and that too is allowed to be done in an environment where there are monopolies. There are strong, tight monopolies which dominate. Nobody else is, in other words, allowed to compete in the market. The end result is that there is corruption, life is difficult, poverty is rampant, and the society is categorized as one of the most corrupt societies, one of the most corrupt nations of the world. The population of Somalia is dominated by Muslims, and there is a strong inclination amongst Somalians to migrate to other countries because they find that this country is certainly not the place where one can live in peace and can excel in the good abilities that people have. So the end result is that you find Somalians migrating to different parts of the world, and the country itself is not considered to be worthy enough to be lived in by most of its nationals.